Hi there, Kane Schaller with the Schaller family at Dixon Realty and Truckee. Wanted to talk a little bit about as-is sales, because this is always a hot button with sellers and buyers. First thing to get out of the way is if the offer is written on the RPACA, the Standard Purchase Agreement for Homes put out by the California Association of Realtors, the purchase is as is. That's what the contract is written. So even if the buyer is submitting to you a request list, you don't actually have to respond to it. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I'd be a little careful, especially when you're negotiating early in negotiating your contract. I find that a lot of buyers feel like when a seller puts in as is, that the buyer is somehow not in the loop, or that the seller knows something that they don't want to tell, the seller knows something that they don't want to tell the buyer. So they feel like that the seller is sort of trying to hide something. So that's one concern. The other thing is the reality is that I have a lot of people who say, hey, the contract is as is, but unless you know what actually needs to be done there, that's kind of a tough statement to make. If the buyer ends up with a $20,000 repair bill that the seller is going to have to work with anyway, I think it behooves the seller to look at least at what that might be, and if they end up having to repair that with another buyer, perhaps at a lower price, that it sort of makes a lot of sense to think about working with that buyer. I think a smart way to deal with it is to have the home pre-inspected. For instance, we pre-inspect all of our homes to put our sellers kind of in a better negotiating position. But it's an important thing to think about. So please give me a call if you have any questions on this. Kane, it's 530-550-5009, or of course you can always email me, kane@schallers.net. That's Kane @SCHALLERS.net. Hope you're doing well and have a wonderful day.